guys, welcome back to the deck box. This is Erika. We're going to do another deck list review. I'm going to show you the Alolan Ninetales deck I've used in one of our recent tabletop matches against Metagross Necrozma. Start off with some of the Pokemon. Obviously, 4 Alolan Vulpix. Main attacker. Beacon is one of the best free attacks, in my opinion. Grab any 2 Pokemon out of your deck, put them in your hand. I mean, yeah, you can end them away, but still, you have a chance of getting them back very easily. I play a consistent common stack for these. I prefer 2 GX and then 2 of the babies, because so many decks play GXs and EXs. You're gonna want a chance to stop them. I understand Garbodor's still a thing, but you can easily take knockouts on Garbodors with Ice Blade on the GX, or even if you Ice Path to just get anything off. Then we also have a little bit of a heavy list for Octillery. I prefer a 2-2 line to keep up with consistency, because you can always prize an Octillery or Remoraid very easily when you have a 1-1, and that could just leave you in a position where you don't have any draw support for a good couple of turns. Especially if you can't find a supporter, this can really help you. I mean, for example, I've been end down to 1, and then I can just Octillery, put my hand back at 5, get what I need, and continue the match. Now, 2 Tapu Koko promos. This really helps with spread damage, because with both Ninetales, it's actually really good to just spread as much damage as possible. And then I take knockouts with Ice Blade, Blizzard Edge, or even Aurora Beam, because Aurora Beam with a Choice Band is doing 110. Blizzard Edge with 1 is doing 190. It's just a really good option. I do play a heavy Tapu Lele count. There's 3 in this deck. And it seems a little excessive to me. I normally prefer 2, but I also used to play in the format where Shaman was the #1 card, and there was always 2 of those. But sometimes you just need an extra one to be able to get you what you need in order to take a win. For example, like you need a late game, you need a Guzma, you don't have it in hand, it's the only way you're going to get it. Search it out and find it. Espeon EX is a decent tech. I played it a lot in Decidueye, because the ability to just de-evolve Pokemon, especially when you use spread damage, is a very good option, because you can force your opponent to take the highest evolution back and knock out everything else. For example, you can knock out Garbodors with this, you can knock out Ralts that have been evolved up with rare candies, and then they just have Gardevoirs in their hand they can't really do anything with, unless they have Curlias. And then a little bit of a card I made fun of when I originally saw it, but Tapu Fini GX. The Aqua Ring 20 and Switch, not really that big of a deal. The 120 Hydro Shot is decent, because you discard 2 cards, but with Aqua Patches you get them right back. But it's 120 anywhere. And again, with spread damage, that's really giving you a chance to take a knockout you may or may not need. And then there's also the GX, Tapu Storm GX, which lets you force your opponent to scoop up any Pokemon in the active. And it's especially useful in Gardevoir, especially if they've rare candied up most of theirs, because some only play 2 Curlia, 1 or 2, and just to force them to put that back in and have to find either another rare candy or Curlia and restart setting up is just too decent. Alright, that done, we're going to move on to the items. Pretty standard. Got 4 Ultra Balls. Always going to need to find either an evolution or basic that you may need, or obviously Tapu Lele, and 4 Aqua Patches. Aqua Patches is a really good card overall, because it's very easy to discard a Water Energy. I just discard, put it right back on. It reminds me of Turbo Dark. Speeds up Ninetales immensely, especially if you want to try and attack with Tapu Lele. With that 3 energy cost, 2 being discarded, you can charge it up, discard, and then put him almost right back on next turn if you really wanted to. 3 choice bands. I more so end up putting these on baby Ninetales because with its ability locking out GX attacks, it's going to be attacking GXs most of the time. I've used it against Garbodor sometimes, but 9 times out of 10 I'm going against the main GX attacker of the deck. I do play 2 Floatstone though. I tend to put them on Octillery for that free retreat, but it is good anywhere else where I need to get out of the active spot, I need to get out quickly, and I don't want to pay the energy cost to get out. And then 2 Rescue Stretchers. Chance to put either 1 Pokemon back in my hand or shuffle back in. Any combination of 3. It's good. I've used it to get back an Alolan Ninetales, the baby one, to take knockouts that I need, or get back a Tapu Lele so I can get a supporter that I need. It just gives you a variety of options from your discard pile. Alright. Scoop those up and go on to our supporters now. Pretty standard supporter list. I have, again, 4 Sycamore. My preference is always more draw support, especially with the Sycamores and the ends. Sycamore in particular, you can get your 9 times out of 10 get yourself down far enough to where you can use it and just dump everything and draw the 7 into you need. 4 ends again. It's a card that's going to be around in the format for a while. I don't see it leaving anytime soon. I mean, the ability to force not only yourself to shuffle and possibly get a new hand, but to force your opponent late game, especially when they may have 1 or 2 prizes left and you still have 3 or 4. You can put yourself in a better position to get more cards into your hand and force your opponent to have to either search heavily or to just have to sit there because they can't draw into what they need. And again, 3 Guzmas. I find it almost a necessity in almost every deck I play to have 2 to 3 Guzmas. It's just the ability to switch not only yourself but your opponent at the same time to take knockouts that you probably need. It's too good. And then finally, I only play 1 Bridget. I've seen 2 in a lot of decks now. I prefer the 1 just because it might get a little too clunky with 2, and I don't really see a place that I can cut to add it. I mean, like, you cut an energy, you could cut maybe a choice band or something, but it's a good first turn. It might be good in late game when you need to stuff out to start setting up again, or if you need a small setup again. But overall, for me, it's turn 1 or done. Alright, gonna go down to our energy count real quick. 4 DCEs, Tapu Koko, Ninetales' first attack, Ice Blade. Easy setup, quick setup there. And then I play 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 water. A little heavy on the water energy, but it's preferential, especially when you play Tapu Fini. You want that chance to get as much water energy onto it and have it hydro shotting as much as you can. Because after that spread, you want to take the knockouts. Alright, and that's it for this deck list review. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you prefer to play the deck. What you think could be changed, what you think is good, what you think isn't. And let me know what's in your deck box. See you guys next time.